Hello, business owners. How are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC. Business owners, today is a very nice day. Several weeks ago, I put in a 54-page nomination booklet to ANSI, the American National Standards Institute. I had many of my customers have letters of recommendation in the context and the confines of this document. I'll gladly send you a copy if you'd like. I had to answer 9 questions that ANSI had on what we can do to push ANSI's, push them forward with forward thinking, and we did that. And I received a letter from one of their individuals who said, sorry, but the board didn't accept you. There were a couple on the board that did not. Well, in 2019, I've dealt with the chairman of the nomination committee for nominating me, and his name is Russ Chaney. We will get to him. But this video has a little bit more in-depth for you business owners, because the American Bar Association and ANSI are quite involved with each other, writing standards and doing things together, and we're going to continue. This video is about how Jameson Carroll, the lawyer for ANSI, approved and condoned Russ Chaney's verbiage about half a nut, fuck you. And we're going to tell you why. Excuse the language. Fuck can be construed as a quality term. If you're going down on an airplane, you say we're fucked. That means the quality of the aircraft is no good. If you go out in the field and say, this is fucking great, that means that is an approval. That is fantastic quality. Yes, that's kind of a little bit gray area. I apologize for those words, but anybody who is watching this video who goes, just wait till you hear the nominating chairman. Okay? Just wait till you hear the nominating chairman. ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, is an organization, not-for-profit corporation. It has both federal agencies and corporations on board. They always stress the term, we are impartial. They are not impartial at all, because look what Russ Chaney did, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to let you listen to that mess. I'm giving you a little bit of background on this. I'm going to try to slow it down just slightly. If I slow it down too much, it's going to be like 20 minutes long. So you have, in 2015, then you had Randy Doherty, the vice president of ANAB, the chairman of the IAF, and also the principal on the IAF 990 tax form. He handed over leadership to this Chinese national, Zhao Jinwu, who's mandated by his country of origin that they must take data, which means the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7, mandates any Chinese national working outside their country or working inside to take data and send it back to the country. You have ANSI taking over complete control over ANAB in 2018, and you have corporations and federal agencies on board, and this is only a sample. You also have the factor that ANSI and ANAB sit on the IF being watched over by Communist China between 2015 and 2021. Zhao Jinwu, here he is in his glory. He was not at this time. He was in 2017. He is the chairman of the IF and also the chief executive of the China National Accreditation Services, which gave the Wuhan Biolevel 4 lab a quality laboratory certification. Yet you have Pamela Sale under deposition, who's the vice president of the whole accreditation mess on laboratory, saying that from one laboratory to another there are variances, no protocols. So they're still issuing a piece of paper that says they're ISO 17025 or some 1700 derivative for laboratory. You also have the factor that NIH's chief liar, Anthony Fauci, under sworn statement, said to Senator Rand Paul that he did not know anything about gain-of-function research. Yet here, out of a Chinese periodical, is the workshop will focus, okay, if you read that, go ahead. It's number 2 workshop as well on gain-of-function. If you want, please stop the video here and read this. But it is absolutely crazy that this was done in 2017. The workshop was taking place from May 17th to the 19th, 2017, and much of it was done on gain of function research. The thing about this, the reason why Russ Chaney called was because I exposed the factor of A2LA. A2LA is a accrediting body for laboratory, no less, and they also sat at the time, and they still do, on the IAF, which was run by a communist Chinese national, Zhao Jinwu, which I showed you. This was in 2019, mind you. So A2LA. We had a woman, Ashley Morton, call us. And she said, actually not call us, but right underneath our video that we made, she said, A2LA does not sit on ANSI. They are both American accreditation boards in equal standing. And that's basically what she said. They're both standing alone. So what I did was I did another video. I wanted to show her, or actually explain to her, what was going on, and that this was an issue, that yes, they are not separate, they are together. And what happened was this. I did the video. As you can see, A2LA sits on ANSI, members of management at the time. They changed it more than likely because the videos I put out, they now changed it to the management roster. And you also have A2LA sitting on the IAF. Now, Russ Chaney called us. On the following day when we put that up. I guess that Ashley Morton complained and wanted somebody to do something about it. So what happened is this. This is what Russ Chaney said.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
In fact, what we did is we took a picture, a snapshot of the phone call that evening, and we have the entire data here. What I did is I contacted ANSI, and I wrote a letter to Joe Bathia. The failure, they have failure in everything. Aerospace, why? Boeing sits right over by the FAA, Department of Transportation, FBI on ANSI. You have failure in medical and food safety. Why? Because you have ANSI certifying SurfSafe. And there's 5 different organizations that can certify for food safety, yet they're all accredited by ANSI, I apologize. So we sent a letter to Joe Bathia, the CEO of ANSI. He then forwarded it to Jameson Carroll. Okay, Jameson Carroll wrote us back, and this is what he said. After analysis, we were unable to identify any harassing or objectionable content in the brief audio file provided. So what I did was I wrote Jameson back, and I said, well, why don't you send that audio file to your wife and ask her to discern it, because it sure as hell sounds like he said half a nut fuck you. And let's try it again.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
So business owners, my fellow citizens, do you think for any moment that Russ Chaney was going to allow me an opportunity to sit on ANSI's board? He's the nominating chairman. What do you think? Please leave your messages down below. That would be absolutely a wonderful thing. And by the way, we have to show this too. We have to bring out Jameson Cooper, or Jameson Carroll, Jameson Cooper. The American Bar Association and ANSI are quite involved with each other. In fact, they even probably send Valentine's cards to each other, because we have that information too. We would not show this to you if it wasn't true. My telephone number is 203-556-1493. And my email address, if you want to email me anything, please feel free to do so. I will gladly respond to you. That's what we model our business for. But I'm going to let you listen to this one more time and let you read what this guy, Jameson Carroll, said.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
So, what do you think? You think it was playing stupid? I don't know. That's up to you to choose. Again, thank you.